stop checking your Oura scores like this. Because this is how almost everyone uses it. And it's why nothing actually changes. You're not supposed to use this like a scoreboard. You're supposed to use it to make decisions that actually improve your sleep, your energy, and your longevity. But to do that, you have to stop chasing scores and start looking at the patterns that drive results. Most people use their Oura Ring like a scoreboard. Sleep score, readiness score, HRV. You wake up, check the number. That's the first thing I do every morning. I turn off my alarm, and first app I open is the Oura app. And then I either feel good or bad about my score. And then you probably move on. I've done that exact same thing day after day. Good number? I feel like I'm on track. Bad number? I start second guessing everything. And it feels like doing something, like you're tracking your health, but your sleep doesn't really improve. Your energy doesn't improve. Nothing actually changes. You can have a great score one day and feel pretty terrible. Or a bad score and gosh, I actually feel fine. And now you're just guessing. Because here's the problem. Those scores, they don't tell you what to do. They tell you what already happened. It's in the past. And if you're only reacting to that, you're not improving anything. You're just watching it. But before we get to how to actually use this, there's something you need to understand first. Because if you miss this, you'll keep misreading your data no matter what. So if the problem isn't the data, what is it? Because Oura actually gives you really good data, much better than my Apple Watch. It gives you sleep, HRV, readiness. That's not the issue. More data alone doesn't solve the problem. It usually makes it worse, especially if you're overly analytical like me. The issue is most people, they don't know how to use it. You see your HRV drop, your sleep score dips. Now you're asking, what does this mean? Did I do something wrong? Should I change something or just ignore it? That's where most people get stuck because data by itself, it doesn't tell you what to do. It just gives you more to think about. And the more you look at it, the easier it is to overreact, or worse, do nothing at all. And I've been there too. I'm looking at my numbers, I'm trying to figure out what they mean, but not really making better decisions. Because what's been missing is a way to turn that data into something that you can actually use. Most people don't have a data problem. They have a decision problem. So, what should you actually be looking at? If it's not about reacting to daily scores, what should you be reacting to? Patterns. Because one day, it doesn't tell you anything. You can sleep great one night and still feel off the next day. You can have a low HRV and still get through your day just fine. But when you zoom out, that's when things start to make sense. Instead of asking, was last night good or bad? You start asking, what's been happening over the last 2 days? Is your HRV slowly trending down? Is your sleep suddenly getting shorter? Is your resting heart rate creeping up? Now you're not just reacting, you're starting to see a pattern. And that's the difference. Scores tell you what happened. Patterns tell you what's been happening. And once you see that, you can start to do something about it. And in a minute, I'll show you exactly what this looks like in real life. Because once you see it, this becomes a whole lot easier to use. So, once you can see the pattern, what do you actually do with it? Because this is where most people still get stuck. Earlier we said, more data alone doesn't solve the problem. And this is why. Because data by itself doesn't tell you what to do next. What you actually need is a way to turn that data into a decision. And this is where we started doing something different. Instead of trying to figure it out in our heads, we started taking those patterns and running them through ChatGPT. Not to replace anything, but to actually help interpret what we were seeing. And this is the part most people never learn. Here's what that looks like. First, look at your recent data. Not just one day. Look at what's been happening over the last few days. Now you're not asking, was last night good or bad? You're asking, what's been happening consistently? And you take that pattern and ask a simple question. Something like, here's my recent sleep and HRV data. My HRV is trending down, my sleep is shorter. What are possible causes and what should I test first? That's it. What you get back isn't just numbers, it's direction. Things like stress, late meals, alcohol, training load, sleep timing. Now you're not guessing, you have a starting point. Then you just do one thing. Just pick one variable, test it for a few days, and watch the pattern. Not the next morning, over time. Let me simplify that. You're just using your data to decide what to try next. If the pattern improves, keep it. If it doesn't, adjust. This is where your Oura Ring stops being a tracker and becomes a feedback system. And if you want to take this further, you can start dropping your data into ChatGPT regularly and let it track your patterns over time. Now you're not just reacting, you're building a longer-term picture. But don't start there, just start simple, because that's what you're actually going to use. And if you want to do this without overthinking it, we put all of this into a simple one-page guide. It shows you exactly how to pull your data, how to run it through ChatGPT, and gives you the prompts so you can just copy and paste and start to use it. And this is really the bigger point. This isn't about getting a better sleep score. It's not about chasing a higher readiness number. It's about learning how your body responds to the choices you make every day. Because the people who actually get results from tools like this aren't the ones with the most data. They're the ones who adjust the fastest. They see a pattern, they test something, they learn from it, and then they adjust. Most people stay stuck because they're waiting for perfect data or perfect answers. But progress doesn't come from perfect data. It comes from faster feedback. And the faster you can close that loop, see, test, adjust, the faster things actually start to improve. And over time, that's what this really becomes. Not tracking your health, investing in it. So, if you're using your Oura Ring, stop checking the score. Look for the pattern. Ask a better question and make one small change tonight. And if you want help doing that, grab the guide we put together. It'll walk you through the whole process and give you the prompts so you can start using this right away. And if you want to take this further, we'll link the Agnes system below. That's where we bring all of this together and turn it into a full approach to building long-term health. But either way, start here.